Let's see if this one. Okay, this one I can see the green. Okay. Let me see if that works now with the green. Green, 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 green. Okay, I'm gonna tell my son to slow it down up there. They're running around upstairs playing. Let me wait a couple of minutes. Audio, audio, audio. It's not the best microphone because I'm using the laptop microphone, and I got a cheap Chinese webcam. So let me wait for somebody to come on here, and I'm gonna wait. I saw somebody come on for a minute. Saw somebody come on here for a minute. I see green now on the audio. My microphone, I know I have audio because I see green, the green lights. I go audio, audio. Where's the microphone? I think that's the microphone. Okay, because I'm using the laptop. This laptop is old, so I'm using the cam. Though I'm using a separate webcam. It's a Chinese one. It's not the one I use upstairs. The one upstairs is Logitech. This is a cheap Chinese brand. It's like 20 at like $30. And then the microphone, I'm using the laptop microphone from the webcam. And that's it. I'm not using no. Eventually, I'm gonna have a system down here to stream. Yeah, this is the basement. This is where I used to make my live stream. This is the wall. Remember the black wall with the shelves? Of course, everything's upstairs now. I have this server rack. I want to take all the server out. That's what I'm gonna do in this tech live stream. Because that's the last thing I need to do in this room. That's another thing about this webcam. Yeah, because I'm in a different angle. The problem with this webcam, I can't pick it up and show you stuff because this webcam is very slow frame. It's only 30 frames per second. And it's not the best webcam. So if I try to do that, it's going to freeze up. It might even cut the video off. So I'm not going to show the webcam around. I can't do it with this webcam. I'm going to buy another webcam later on, maybe in the next YouTube payment. When YouTube, I'm almost there. I need another $20 for because I'm at $86 right now. If I hit $100, YouTube sends me the payment the following. So yeah, this webcam is okay. It's just I can't pick it up and do a lot of stuff with it. I think it's because this laptop is old. This laptop is over 12 years old. This is a 12-year-old laptop. So I'm not even gonna try to show, and it'll when I first started streaming, this is the one I was using. But then it would cut out a lot, it would mess up my buffering and all that stuff. So I finally used that desktop, the one that I found on the street, and that one is pretty good. That one is much faster than this one. But right now, because I'm in the process of this is a mess here of ripping out the floor, and I wish I could show you with the webcam, but I don't want to take a chance on it and it cuts off the video. So right now it's good, everything is good. So yeah, you hear commotion upstairs. My son and my wife playing. They play hide and seek and all that. They're running around the house. And a lot of noise. He's running around. It's Friday night. She's home. She was off today too. So I'm gonna be doing this. I'm gonna take the server. I'll show you in a minute. Tasso, so you're a mod now. I made you a mod. I made you a mod on the other channel too. The finance. After the stream, when I saw the replay, I made you a mod. So you're a mod on all my channels right now. Tasso, I got the A6 data D608 WB today. Man, that siren is loud. I played around with it a bit so far. Yeah, so that's good. Looking forward. Yeah, I'm gonna do that today. I'm gonna stay up late. I'm gonna do some medium wave DXing in the boiler room. In the boiler room tonight, I'm gonna stay up late and I'm gonna do some DXing tonight. I'm gonna bring down my my loop, my AN200. I'm gonna see if I use it with that. But I still gotta build shelving in there. I want to put the shelving in there too. Over here, I'm gonna put temporary shelving after I take out this rack. Temporary, because I need to get all the stuff off the floor. Because I need to. Anyway, that's what I'm gonna do now. And I figure let me just do a stream and talk and bullshit, whatever. It's kind of boring to do this stuff. And so this is a side view of the rack. Let me take this chair out the way. So this is my server rack. Okay, this has a tassel. I have to tell you, it feels very sturdy. If anything, I will make a good camp. Yeah, it does. Yeah, it is very sturdy. That's what I like about it too. It's very rugged. I already dropped it a couple of times. On the boiler room, and it got scratched up over here. It hit the concrete floor. Because in the basement, there's a concrete floor now. Bam, and it got scratched up right here. It got a couple of things on it, but it's pretty good. It is rugged. No, it's good on all the bands. It's a good radio on all the bands. Let me see if I can tilt this monitor a little. I'm going to try to do it. Hopefully this don't cut off the video. So I'm going to clean up here first. And then I have to take out all these computers, all this. I need the rack empty so I can move it. Because I got one floorboard there left. So I'm going to try to do as much as I can. So I'm going to be out for a couple of hours, whatever. Yeah, you get the strongest one. That's the one I get. The one I get is the strongest one. It's the 162.550. Okay, WO35. That one's coming out of New York City. That's the one I get, the strongest one. That's the one I get. Yeah, I got all this stuff here. I got so much stuff here. I have this, all this. I even have a crowbar here. I forgot I had the crowbar. So I was ripping on the wood floor. Let me throw the crowbar right here. What is this? Oh, these are CPUs. Processors. These are, what do they call that? Intel Xeon processors. I bought them on eBay for cheap. I have 4 of them in here. Because I upgraded. Because one, I have a couple of servers that have dual processors. Quad core, Intel quad core. So I upgraded one of them. So these were cheap. I just bought from eBay. I bought a whole bunch of processors. I forgot I had these. Intel Xeon processor. I have all these monitors on the floor. Let me get that water bottle out the way. Oh my God. See? This is a trash can find. Another monitor that I found a year ago. It's heavy. It's a Pro form. It's an old one. It has all these inputs. Let me see if I can turn it around. All these inputs. Where the inputs are? Right there. It has a whole bunch of inputs. I got to stand for this one. I got to put it back. So I'm going to make a video. Yeah, it works. Just no remote. So I just, it has the buttons in the top. Let me put it over here. Actually, I'm going to take it to the next room. Clear out over here. Yeah. Yeah. All this stuff here. The cables. These are serial cables with the Ethernet. This is to log into the router or the server. You plug this in there. Anyway. Old tech stuff. Old tech geek. I have all these monitors here. Another TV that I found in the street was this. Actually, my brother found this one in the street. This one is old. It's a True Tech with a DVD player. But it has VGA, and it has a few inputs. It's not HD though, but it's and it works. The DVD player it works a little bit. It gets stuck sometimes, but it works. So my brother used to work as a cleaner. He used to clean offices and all that. And condominiums, rich people, they pay you to clean their apartment or whatever. All this stuff they were going to throw out. So he brought it home, and I used it for a monitor for a while. I actually have my Texas Instrument computer hooked up to this one. I have an old Texas Instrument TI-99, and I had this one hooked up to it. Yeah, old Texas Instrument computer. I have a whole bunch of universal remotes right here. I have old ones. In this bag, I'll show you. In this bag, I got like this one. See, these are like the old. This is a Radio Shack. RCA. These are old Radio Shack. Old Radio Shack. Let me turn off this. I think this lighting is too bright in here. Let me see if it's better now. So this is old Radio Shack. Universal remotes. I have a whole bunch of them. I have this other one. These are old school universal remote. I have these. I have a whole bunch of them. I still even have the cable. Remember Cablevision boxes? These are universal remotes too. I still have them in the bag. Cablevision. You can use this for a lot of TVs. Just to turn on the TV, like the Vizio, old Vizio TV, or so these Cablevision ones too. Yeah, so I have a few. No, but they sell them on eBay. But for that one, for that Pro form that you saw, I don't need, because they got buttons. I don't need them. Because I'm not going to use those for, I only use those for like if I want to plug in a computer. And I can just use the button to, all I got to do is change the input with the button. You change the input and that's it. So I'm not going to waste money on those. You know, for the remote. So you can buy all those remotes on Amazon for like $10. But I'm not going to waste money on that. Because like the True Tech, the one with the DVD, I hooked that one to the Texas Instrument. I just put the input on that one and that's it. You know? And that's it. I don't need it for nothing else. I'm not going to use it for, you know. I have a lot of monitors. I have a lot of flat screens. I have a lot of, I have all these that were going to throw out years ago in office, and my brother took them or I took them. Or my wife brought it home from the other hospital. And instead of throwing out, I took them. You know? Let me see if this light is gonna. Oh, that's too bright. Yeah, that's like the sun, bro. It's like the sun. Let me see if I point this light up, maybe. The problem is the lighting out here is not the best. Because I'm gonna repaint this room and everything. Let me take this one out. Another dell. It's like the Truman Show. It's like the Truman Show. Yeah, I know. That's the thing. Let me yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna put this show in here now. I'm just gonna put it to the side so I can sit down for a minute because gotta catch my breath. Catch my breath. I'm out of shape, but I need to get back into shape. Yeah, I don't even use them anymore. But like now that I have servers, they're good for that. For like Linux, command line stuff. Then yeah, I wouldn't use them. But now I have this wide one. I use that one, the Acer. I have it hooked up to a KVM switch. I just keep them because somebody might need it for something one day or whatever. But I'm not taking no more of those. I see some of them. I don't take no more. I got CRT monitor. It's crazy. Yeah, I don't know. It's just me. I hate to see stuff laying around the trash if somebody needs it. Let me see. Tassel. At least those older TVs have buttons. Yeah, exactly. Those. Yeah, because like even the ultra wide, it has buttons. No, it had like a little joystick at the bottom, and a button. It's a button and joystick. So and that one is that's just a monitor anyway. But in that one you have to change the input too. So that one I could do with the joystick. And then the sharp, that one, the same thing. I don't need the remote because all the buttons are on top. So that one I could change the input. The menu I had to reset because it was in Spanish. Whoever threw it out, I guess it was Spanish. Because over here we have a lot of in Yonkers we have a lot of South American, Mexican. So yeah, it makes it easy. So I don't need a remote for that because I'm only going to use that. That one I'm going to use for the Commodore and Amiga computer upstairs. That one, the Sharp. So I don't need that. I don't need a remote. I have a Sony one, but I took it apart because something happened with the screen. It was working fine. I even bought the remote for it. That one is a 40-inch Sony Bravia. And I was gonna make a video on that one, and the screen, I started getting the bars. I said, "What the hell?" So I was gonna throw it right back out. I was gonna put it in the trash. It was working, and all of a sudden I'm getting bars. So I took it apart. I'm gonna try to fix it because I heard there's a way to fix it. I saw some videos on it. It's just right now I'm running. I have no time to do all these things. I'm gonna try to fix it because I already bought the remote for that one. It's like $10 remote. Because I was gonna use that one for the retro gaming, for the Amiga computer and all that. Because that one had inputs too. But then a week later, I found the Sharp. And this weekend, tomorrow, Super Bowl weekend, right? I walked out there, nobody threw out a TV this weekend. So, this weekend, forget it. I thought I was going to find a couple of TVs out there, but anyway, I'm not looking for any more. But I see a couple of them here and there, but yeah. Okay, so this Acer, this is an Acer. This is the one I use for my the Acer is the one I use for my server rack. Yeah. And there's a piece of wood. This is take this out. Yeah. Yeah, I know. You just threw it out. I know. When I moved here, but my brother was the one that idiot brother of mine. We were taking it down the basement and he dropped and it broke. I had a 55. No, it was a 57. It was a weird number, 57, I think it was. It was like one of those projection TV type things. It was the big, the rear projection. They call them rear projection or something. Mm-hmm. My brother fucking dropped it down the steps and then whoosh. It was a big one. It was fucking, that shit weighed like 300, 400 pounds, I think. It was like 300 pounds at least. Maybe 200 something, 300 pounds. I don't know what it was. And then we had another TV. It was a CRT, a regular CRT. 32-inch CRT, which is pretty big. I gave that one to some kid down the block, some young kid down the block, so they could play video games. I regret that one because that one would have been a good retro and that was a JVC screen. It was a 32-inch CRT. That thing weighed a lot. Oh, I think weighed over 200 pounds or something. I forgot what it was. It was heavy. It was like we had put in we put in a dolly, and I rolled it down the block with a couple of people. We rolled it down the block, and I regret it. I regret giving it. The problem is that I don't know, like it's, I don't know if you live in an apartment, but I can imagine, take up space, all that stuff. But you're not using it no more. I get it, but then when you start, this is way before I started making YouTube videos and all that. So you had a 50-inch Bravia from 2009 LCD working. Then my brother gave me an LG Smart TV, and one day I just quit working, and he was like, I should have never got rid of it, but no space. Yeah, exactly. It's a problem. So I just keep that stuff but eventually it's gonna get to a point where I'm gonna have to start getting rid of it. And you can't even sell that stuff now. Nobody's gonna buy that. Nobody's gonna buy them. So I'm gonna set aside some stuff. What I'll do is I'll put it on Craigslist. I'll say, okay, I'm giving away this stuff. If you wanna come and get it, just pick it up. I'll probably just give some of them away because I have too many right now. And same thing with the computer. The computers I'm going to take out now, they're all trash bin. And they work fine. All those computers work fine. I'm going to show you a few of them. However, let me see. I should never got rid of it. We bought a 65-inch LED, and it's okay. Yeah. I know. Like my Vizio right there, the Vizio that's right here. I'm putting it right there. You can see the end of it. And that's 37-inch. I remember paying $700 for that. $700. Now, it still works. Everything works except the tuner. The TV tuner, the built-in TV tuner for that Vizio went dead on me on year 3. Year 3, when I had right after the warranty, because I had a warranty on it for 3 years. The TV tuner went dead. The built-in tuner went dead. But it's still a good TV because that's the one that one has picture-in-picture. And that's the one I hooked up to my security system. Because I have 4 security cameras outside. So I hook up my security system to that. And then I had that one I was sharing that monitor here. So I had 2 monitors. Remember when I was doing the old stream? So I will have that here. I had it over here. Right now it's over there because I'm ripping out the floor. So yeah, no long post is okay. You're the only one here anyway. I know all the new TVs don't have picture-in-picture now. They don't have that, and that's a shame. Why they don't have that. They don't have that. That's I used to wonder, like, those new TVs now, they don't have that. I guess because you can switch inputs real quick, and I don't know why they don't have that. But I like the picture-in-picture because sports. Like I was watching one game here, and I had the picture-in-picture. All my friends would come over. We were playing video games, so I would play video games, and we were watching the game. Hey, Sanjay, I'm live. Yeah, I'm live, Sanjay. Yeah, he's checking up on me. Let me see. My brother bought it 2009, but it's a flat screen, heavy, and yeah. No, I'm gonna revamp this room. I'm gonna put some shelving up and all that, and I don't know what I'm gonna do, but the thing is this wood floor, man. This thing is the thing is, it's the last thing because it's the heaviest. It's the heaviest. Let me check out these screens. Put them over here. racks are heavy, man. Because I'm gonna take the computers out, and then on the server rack, they all, they have screws, and I have to take those screws. Then the rack itself is not heavy. The rack itself, I can move it after everything is out. Right? Because this is steel. And then I'm gonna put temporary shelving up here so I can get stuff off the ground. And then the problem with this basement is like every basement, there's a concrete slab floor. But apparently what they did a long time ago, this basement, they made it finished basement. They built a wood floor on top of it. And when water got in the basement, all that water that was underneath the wood rotted the wood. I'm gonna see if I can just paint it. I'm gonna power wash because it's kind of dirty. This you can see it, right? You can see the floor, and it has gouges because there was cement nails into them. Excuse me. So I'm gonna have to patch those up first. So I'm thinking, because you got gouges here. Like this one is big. And there's a nail still in here. I have to grind that out with a grinder. So I'm gonna have to patch it up first. And then yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. But I'm actually thinking about something else. So I'm gonna patch up those gouges. Then I'm gonna see how it is. It's pretty level already. But maybe a layer of leveling cement. Maybe you gotta put it's called leveling cement. What it does is it finds it levels it. It's like very So I'm thinking about that, and just paint the garage floor paint. I seen the Rust-Oleum makes it. I seen garages that they use that. It has epoxy on it. It has a resin, so it's paint, but it's also resin. And I don't really want tiles down here because they break, and I thought about it. I actually saw a YouTuber that did a better thing. He actually did vinyl planks, and they're vinyl planks. They're like wood planks, but they're vinyl. And he just laid them down, boom, 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 boom. So, but I don't know about that either, because if I'm gonna get if the problem is even if I get water in here once in a while, I don't know if the vinyl is gonna start getting mold. So I'm thinking about what I really want to do is I just want to level this floor and paint it, because it's okay if I paint it. That's fine, because it's the basement. I don't care. It's the basement. That's why for me, if it's nice and level and it's painted, it'll be fine. I don't really need tile down here, because I wanna this basement is mostly for me right now, and eventually, yeah, I'm gonna paint. It's gonna be black, most likely. It will be black, but I'm gonna use garage floor. It's garage floor paint, and they even have those beads that you sprinkle it on there. I seen them do. They did. There's a garage down the block. They hooked up the garage like that, but I seen videos on it. Concrete floor, just level it first, power wash it. I got a power wash. I'm gonna power wash it. That's why I got the second pump too. I'm gonna pump out the water I'm gonna power wash all this. Let it dry. I got the humidifier. I'm gonna let it dry real good, and then patch up stuff. And then I'm gonna use the garage floor paint. I want to do that anyway. Even if I decide later on I want to put tile, I still want to paint the floor first. And then we'll see how it looks. And I may keep it like that, because right now you can't really tell. I mean, other than it's dirty, it was black. You can see it was black. This was somebody painted it black a long time ago. Unfortunately, they built this stupid wood floor on top of it, and that's what I'm ripping out now. And let me check out this screen. So all of these screens are trash. You know, they were going to office. We're going to throw them out. This is a small one. This is an HP. This is a real small one. HP. Like the Truman Show. It's like reality TV. Daddy, take your stuff out. You see, when you're talking about you want to make your channel, I just make my channel. That's it. And I just yeah. But this is years of water damage. Because what happened was they put a plastic first, the clear plastic, and then they build the wood, the framework on top, and then they put OSB. It's called OSB. It's like four by 8 planks, and then they over there they had a rug, they had a carpet. Then they stapled the carpet down. Over here we had tiles, you know, commercial tile, vinyl tile, on the stuff. And but the water underneath the wood, it had nowhere to go. It was in it. When I ripped out the other one, there was still water in there, like puddles of water all over the place. Now this floor right now, this area, this bone dry down here now, because I ran to the humidifier and this floor's dry now. It's just dirty. Even though I mopped it a couple of, but I need to power wash it. Is that all that stuff is from the wood too? You know. Okay, I gotta make sure these things are okay. These are all disconnected. Let me check out all these computers. So these are all. These computers were all destined to be in the. It's an old one. I even got the floppy. It's a Pentium. I forgot what it is. Pentium 4. Pentium 4. I think. Yeah, Pentium 4. You know, these are all destined to be in the trash, and you know, my brother brought it here, or you know, from the office. Either my brother brought it, or this one I found in the trash on the block. This little one. Gateway. It's a little one. This is a nice one. It's a quad core AMD. It's an AMD quad core. I don't know which one. So AMD. Let me just see it. So some of them I put an SSD in there. You know, I think this one had Linux or something. I forgot what Linux distro. Yeah, because I was A+ certified computer technician. You know, so I love technology. I love, you know, computers and all that. So now, you know, I have a server rack. And people are like, what the hell? You have a server rack down here? Like a data center. I like to watch those videos. There's another computer that we're going to throw out. This is, of course, Dell. This was my wife. My wife brought it home from the hospital. They were gonna decommission these. So they said, no, take it. The tech guy said, you know what? You can take it. So this is a Core i5, early generation i5 processor, but it's still pretty good. I could use this one upstairs for streaming, but I might use this one here for streaming. This one. The i5. I could use one of my servers for streaming. There's a lot of horsepower there. I have a server there that has I'll show you memory too. I bought 400 gigs of RAM. It was on sale on eBay. Let me bring the memory and show you. I'll bring it over here. I have 400 gigs of memory that I bought the other. It was a year ago. 400 gigs of RAM. I already put some on one server. I maxed it out at 256 gigs of RAM. The other one has 100 and what is it? 192. I'm gonna max that one out 256, I think. So 256. I think one of them, the maximum was 256. No, 384. I can max that one out. The other one, 384 gigs of RAM. I'm gonna try to max that one. That one is I forgot what I said. How much memory it has now? I think it's 128 gigs it has now, I think. I'll show you when I take them out, because you hear my son going crazy upstairs. So yeah, eBay. I paid like $49 for 400 gigs of DDR. I forgot what I said. It's older, so but because these servers, with any computer in a company, they usually have a 5-year warranty on them. But usually after the warranty expires, a lot of companies just get a new computer, and then the old one, they just get rid of it. So certain with these server rack, some of these servers were, a few $1,000s. Some of them were, when they were first out brand new, they were a few $1,000s for a server. Maybe as high as $10,000. I don't know, whatever. But after the warranty and all that, they get decommissioned them. Then they decommission them, and usually somebody buys them, like a whole bunch of them, and they resell them on eBay. And you pay like $200. I think one of them, I paid one. My first one was $200. That's a $29.50. If you watch my video, if you watch the first video on this channel, I show you all of them. So the Dell 2950, the Power Edge. Now when I pay that was the most expensive one. That's the oldest one. Now when I pay $225, I forgot what it $225. I forgot what it was. And I just it has 6 hard drives. I have 6 hard drives in there. So I use that one now as a backup. What do you call that? It's been so long since I talked up geek stuff here. What do you call that? Anyway, it's a storage, network storage. So I have all my backup in there, like family videos and all that. I have all the, I think it's 8 terabytes. 8 terabytes. That one has the 6 drives. Yeah, so let me put this memory. So I have to put the memory over here. That's what I want to do. When I take it out, I'm going to open up one and I'm going to put the memory, but I'm not doing that today. I'm going to make a video on that and I'm going to make a video for that. But I max out the memory on one of them. The thing is, these are a pain in the ass. These things are heavy. The Dell 2950, that's an old server. That one weighs about, is it 70 pounds? 70 pounds? I forgot. And it's awkward. It's long. I think it's heavy, man. Oh, my God. Back breaking. All right, let me check out this old desktop. This one I haven't tried. This one I found in the trash a year ago. It's an IBM Net Vista. IBM Net Vista. This is a Pentium 4. It's an older one, but it's a classic IBM. So I'm going to try to bring this one back to life. I powered it up. It does power up. I just need to hook this one up to the screen and put a drive in there, whatever. IBM Net Vista. Right here. All right. Let me check out these drives. I have external drives like this. So, a bunch of these. I need to put these somewhere. This is a 3 terabyte Western Digital. Where can I put this on? Let me find a spot up here for it. Western Digital. Then there's another one. I think there's a 2 terabyte. 2 terabyte. Oh man, I gotta find a spot for it. Man, gotta find a spot. Gotta find a spot. Video card. What is this? Memory. The plug for that. I'll keep it together right here. Keep it right there, bro. Cable. What is this? Hard drives, of course. IBM, yeah, they don't now. They got out of the whole computer business now. They just do consulting and stuff like that, and they still sell servers. Like they don't make no more desktops. They don't make no more laptops. Laptops is now Lenovo. This is old. This is a network drive. 500 gigabyte network drive. This old school. This is. I used to back up my stuff in here. Yeah. I wouldn't trust my data in there now. It's old. Okay. Another old drive is right here. There's another. Oh, there's a 320 gig hard drive. This old one. This is old school. Old school. Mac Store. Old school drive. I'm gonna lay it right here. Yeah, fiber optic cable out. Fiber optic cable. So this is fiber optic cable. I have a switch over here that has fiber optic, and I was gonna hook it, but and maybe eventually, but this is so that's how it looks like, fiber optic. Fiber. This is fiber. I have a few of these fiber. Of course, that video I show you, because I have optimum 1 gig fiber internet. And I'm taking my time here. 43 minutes in the books. One person watching. Let me see. Yeah, optiplex. I have upstairs. I have optiplex. I have in the second floor. I put them on. I think you saw them. They're in the shelf at the bottom. The Dell Altiplex. And then let me take a break. Then they still make the Windows 11. I kind of miss Windows XP. And that's what I grew up with. My opinion, the operating system was it was. And it was aesthetically, it was. I liked it. That's one of my favorite operating systems. I go way back to Windows. I go back to DOS days. And then of course Windows 3, Windows 3.1. I never used Windows 1.1, whatever it was. I never got to. I think I went from DOS to Windows 3.1. And then 3.11 is the network one, Windows for Workgroups. And then Windows 95. Windows 95 was a disaster. It was horrible. And then Windows 98 was right after Windows 95. And also at that time, I started using Windows NT. Windows NT 4. Yeah, Windows NT 4. And then Windows 2000. Windows 2000 was Windows NT. That became Windows and Windows NT. There was no NT. Is it 5? It was NT4, and then from there it was Windows 2000, and then XP came out. No. Never mind. My bad. Windows ME, which is another disaster. Windows 98, then Windows ME, Windows Millennium. Then after Windows Millennium, Windows XP. And then Windows Vista was another disaster. And Windows 8 was another disaster. I remember Windows 8. That was another horrible operating system, Windows 8. Yeah, Windows 8. And also Windows, there was another one. Oh, yeah. What was the other one? Windows 7 was good. Windows Vista, then Windows 7. I forgot about Windows 7. Windows 7 was pretty good. Windows 7 was okay. So Windows Vista was a disaster. Then they came out with Windows 7, which kind of fixed up all the Vista crap. Windows 8 was a disaster because they tried to make it look like they were trying to appeal to the big touchscreen computers, and it was horrible. Then they went back to Windows 10. Windows 10 became what they, and that's what we have now, Windows 11, Windows 10. This computer right now is Windows 10. The one that I stream with upstairs is Windows 10. The one that I do FT8 on, that's the all-in-one screen, all-in-one computer, the Lenovo. That's Windows 11. That one is out of all my computers, that's the best desktop that I have right now. Yeah, they were trying to make it look like a tablet interface. Exactly. It was a horrible idea. I hated it. It really sucked. This is horrible. Yeah, it's horrible. All right. This keyboard, let me see. KVM switch. Okay, let me start. I think it's connected to KVM. Okay, so this keyboard is bye-bye. So Dell keyboard. This is for my KVM. I have a KVM switch. I have a small one. It's a four. I can connect 4 computers, 4 monitors. 4 computers to share, keyboard, monitor, mouse. You know what I mean. Then we have this switch. Let me take out the plug for this guy. Where's the plug? I'm gonna keep it with I want to use the plug, so I'm gonna wrap the plug up. Actually, I just gonna take this. So there's an old switch. Let's see if I get some kind of. Come on, girl. Yeah, I'm gonna just put right here. This is an old switch. This is let me disconnect it from here. Bay network. This is old. This is a 100 megabit switch. It's old. 16 port. I had this one. I was gonna use this one to connect old computers that have 100 megabit, like my Macs and all that old one. That's about it. Let me see. I think that's it. Everything else I have to use the screwdriver. This one in here. Can I take this one out? Alright, let's see if I can pull this one out. Oh, this one can come out. There's a small one. It's a medical one. It's Philips. So this is a medical one. I don't have this one has a proprietary power thing. I don't have that. So my wife, we're gonna throw it out at the hospital, and my wife took it. So I might keep the case because this one is interesting. I can't use this one, but I don't know. I was thinking about keeping the case and cut this out and hook up because I have an AM transmitter. I have the Talking House AM transmitter. I was thinking about maybe rack mounting the AM transmitter so I could do a little AM radio station. You know, like Keegan has a little A. He said he has a little AM station, a little FM station. So I was thinking about, maybe you can hear me from Queens. Who knows? I live in Yonkers, so maybe you can pick up the. Who knows? Maybe you can pick up my radio station one day. DX. Yeah, I'm gonna. I'm not gonna say here because you know what I mean. Because by law, it has to be 1 milliwatt or whatever. But I'm gonna use an external antenna. I have recommendations for it to do a AM antenna, a broadcast antenna. I read I could use the 102-inch steel whip. The CB whip is right there. 102-inch steel whip. I could use that CB antenna for that. It's right here. It's hanging right here. That long antenna. That's my antenna. That's 102-inch. It's right there on top. I got it hanged up over there. It's so long. I heard you can use that as an AM transmitting antenna, and I heard that is pretty good. Some people use that. So I don't know. Let me see. Let me put this over there. What happened, Sandy? Talk to me. What happened? Oh, okay. Oh, you have the bedroom key. Okay. Yeah. So now I have them. So let me disconnect this wires. Let me disconnect all these wires. Yeah. Okay. All right, let me close this door for you. You hear them talking upstairs. They holler. My son is. And my wife is home, so And so they're running around having fun. I guess now he's gonna eat a sandwich. Take all these wires, all these network cables. All right, so all these let's see, network cables. All right, here's this yellow one. Where's this one over here? This one's gonna be a pain. Let me disconnect all these switches. Oh, God, it's gonna be a pain right here, all this stuff. Let me take this one out. I need to get my cordless driver. There you go, the driver. You should. Let me see. Come on, bro. Okay, a little more. All right, first one is coming out. Unfortunately, this one, man, the switch doesn't want to play nice with my. I was trying to install PF Sense on this one. Let me take it out. WatchGuard Firebox. It's an 8-port. This is what they call a firewall, a security appliance. But I was trying to install PF Sense on it because the licensing for this one, if you would, this used to cost thousands of dollars. I bought this on eBay for like $40, $42. I forgot what it was, $42. But of course, with these it's a regular computer in there. It's like a Pentium 4 or whatever. It's an older computer in there. You open it up, it's a computer. They're all computers. You know, Intel S86 computer. But I was trying to install PFSense, but I had no luck on it, so I gave up on this already. And plus, PFSense is 32-bit now. It's 32-bit now. Everything's run 64-bit. So this is basically obsolete for me now. So I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. Maybe I'll try again or something. If not, I'll probably put it on the Craigslist and sell it. I don't know. First one out. Yeah, so that's now I gotta take this out. 56 minutes in the books. Oh, I want to lose these screws. I'm gonna even take this out. I don't think I need to. I need to just disconnect all the yeah, I don't think I'm gonna take out the I don't think I need to for this one. I don't need to. The patch panel. Only take out the servers. The patch panel doesn't weigh anything. But I got all these wires hooked up to it. You know, I want to take out the camera and show you, but the problem is that camera, I don't trust that webcam. Let me take a break. Because that webcam, this is a cheap Chinese Logitech clone webcam. I think it was like $29. I mean, it does a decent job. But if I try to take it out and move around, because I tried it, I did a test. There's a website you go to, it's called webcamtest.com. You test the webcam. So when I was moving the camera around, it froze. So almost an hour already. Now I got 57 minutes. No, so when you say you're gonna start a channel, so when you start a channel, just upload and don't, you know, like this channel right now has 180 subscribers, whatever it's, you know. The most I got in this, I think the most I got here was 3 people watching. This is like my 5th video on this channel. You know, it's like my 5th video. You know, this channel, I just do this channel for whatever, and you know. Like this channel ain't gonna blow up anytime soon. Oh shoot! Don't want to do that. Don't want to do that. All right, next one. Yeah, this one is okay. Oh, I got to plug in this one. Okay, take out the plug. So there's a switch. It's a HP 24 port switch. These are fiber optic. These 4 are fiber. So I had that fiber optic hooked up to this one. You can see that's fiber. This is fiber. These 4 right here. These are Gigabit. This is fiber. All right. And this, something like this, when it first came out, would have been, you know, $1,000. Who knows why? How much I paid for it? I think I paid. I'm trying to remember if it was. I have to look at my video, the first video that I showed all this. I think it was under $40. I think it was $38 or something, if I remember. Gigabit switch. All right. This is a managed switch. I could manage with it. All this stuff you get out of the cheap. Very inexpensive. I take a break every time. Now the heavy ones are coming up. Those are the heavyweights. Those were just switches. The switches are not heavy. It's the servers, the computer, because you got hard drives in there. Of course, you got fans in there. The servers are heavy. All servers are heavy. Even the thin ones are heavy. Actually, I got one more. I got two more computers, and then I got this long server, and then two long servers down there. So this is a shelf. So I'm not gonna take out the shelf now. I'm gonna take this one because I need to get to the server. So let me take all these screws and put them in. Yeah, you can. Yeah, of course. You can host a website with a computer. You don't need a server. You can host a computer with any. You can host a server with a laptop or a Raspberry Pi. Doesn't matter. I wouldn't host a word server on those because first of all they eat up a lot of electricity. One of them has 200, 700 watt power supplies. So because it's redundant. One power supply, if the other power supply goes out, the other one, But it's basically 700 watt power supply. I would not run that 24/7. My light bill will go a lot higher. Not higher. When I say higher, I don't run them like that. These are not 24/7. It's not economically feasible for me to do that because first of all, I wouldn't be making money on a site right now. Unless the site was making. I have right now. I have sites on Hostinger. I pay a web host to host a few websites that I have, a couple of blogs, that type of thing. I would not host a web server here because again, it would just electricity and all that, and it's so cheaper to pay for web hosting now. Now back in 1994, 1995, it was a lot more expensive to rent a server. Because I used to make money on websites. Some of it were, I'm gonna say it. They weren't, the adult type website. There was a time where before that tube stuff came out. Yeah, I have like this. Where I have dantegeek.com, but I haven't updated. I'm in the process of my contract is gonna run out with Hostinger, and I'm waiting for a new host, and I'm gonna move them there. And then I'm gonna change the because they're running on WordPress. They have WordPress. That's the software I use for them, WordPress. But I might move them over to another site. I'm not gonna host them here because, like I said, it just doesn't make sense because they don't make money. There's just I have one called RadioDXO.com, DanDeOne.com. I have a couple of other ones. I looked into it, but it's just too, I don't want to use them because I really I want the most inexpensive. Hostinger is good. I'm happy with my hosting, but the thing is, I made a contract with them. I got it really cheap for 4 years. I had it for 4 years, a contract. It's about to run out in June. It's gonna run out in June, so I'm gonna close the account for a couple of weeks, and I'm gonna create a new account, and I'm just gonna sign up and get that deal again for 4 more years. Because they want because after the contract, they want to charge me an arm and a leg, and I don't want that. So I'm gonna let it just because I'm not getting any views on them or nothing. So I'll pay for I when I did the contract, it was like $170 for 4 years of hosting. It was unlimited, unlimited storage. It was not really unlimited. Anyway, it's pretty fast. They have all the tools there. Because I used to do servers. I used to rent servers. But when you rent the server, it's a lot more expensive. But when you rent the server, back then that was my business. I was making money from ads and all that. From ads, from affiliate marketing and all that. I was doing all that. But I never made like the type of money that I thought I was gonna make, quit your day job type money. It was never like that. And then I had a good run. I had a 10-year run on it. I had about 10 years. Then about early after around 2006 that's when I stopped because it wasn't profitable no more. I was losing money actually. And by my last year, so I said, I was done with it. So now, fast forward to 2016 when I started my YouTube channel. Because remember back years ago there was no social media. If you wanted to make money on the internet, you had to build a website. You don't have to anymore. You don't need a website to make money now. You can do, you could blow up on Instagram and people pay you to promote stuff. Yeah, MySpace was I still have a MySpace account, by the way. But back then there was no social media. In the 90s, there was no social media. Until early 2000, there was no social media. MySpace came out around, I forgot what year. Probably around 2005 or something. So they started coming out with MySpace, and then YouTube came out. That's when people started making money like that. You didn't have no more websites. The problem with me, I didn't get into social media early. I wish I would have gotten into social media early. I would have been doing, yeah. So 2005. Okay, so yeah. So by then, my websites they were already, like in terms of that business model, it was already outdated because now they were doing YouTube type sites. You know what I mean? Like tube sites. They call them tube sites. The most famous one, the most famous adult tube site is what? I'm not gonna say it here, but you know what I'm talking about. So those sites, once those sites started coming out, the websites that were promoting stuff like that, you couldn't compete with that. Because I used to have banners, I had banner ads on my, the content that I had. I had all this other. I used to run, I used to run like MP3 sites, where sites. I used to run where sites. I don't know if you ever heard of wheres. Where, like, you could, pirated software and all that. I used to have all that stuff. Then of course that the problem with that is that sometimes they shut you down. Yeah, LimeWire. I remember all that. I remember. Yeah, LimeWire, FrostWire, Kazaa. The original one was BearShare. I remember BearShare. I think the original one was BearShare. If I remember, well, the original one was Napster, but it was only for music. Napster was the one that started all that, but Napster was only MP3s, music. Excuse me, music. And then you have BearShare, Kazaa, LimeWire, FrostWire. They have one called FrostWire for the Mac. Because when I bought my first Mac Mini back in 2007, 2006. I think it was 2006. I still have it, Mac Mini. I have it upstairs now. I remember FrostWire. So there's what they call peer-to-peer. And then you had torrent. You had all the torrent, BitTorrent, uTorrent. So you had the torrent client. So once those, because I went out of business and all that, because they all got sued into oblivion. Then the torrent sites started coming out. So the biggest torrent site was Pirate Bay. You will go to Pirate Bay, you get the torrent link, and off you go to get whatever you need. And they're still around. Pirate Bay is still around in some capacity. But yeah, I would go to torrent sites, get the torrent link. Yeah, but that's the K word. The K word, that's for watching video streams. So that's different. That's for viewing content. I'm talking about like file sharing. Like if you like back then, I'm not gonna spend God knows how many thousands of dollars on Adobe Photoshop, whatever. I can get it for I can get it, free, And then you go to another one. Sometimes they even include the serial number and all that in a text file. Or there's a crack file that unlocks it. Or whatever, I don't want to talk about that here because I don't know, they might. Even though this channel's not monetized, I don't care. It's only 184 subscribers, whatever it is. But no, like I said, I've been there, done that. I go way back to that. All right, so which one is coming out? This computer's coming out now. Sophos. Let me disconnect this. I think this is the one I'm going to use my firewall. This is 64-bit. Or the Barracuda network box. Let me, where's my, okay. So let me get this one out. So sophos. Sophos. So this is Sophos. This is a Pentium. I think it's a Pentium D or something. I forgot what it is. Yeah. So this is Sophos. I think it's a Pentium D inside here. So it's a computer. This is a computer. This is a. If you open it up, it's a Pentium computer in there. So I was thinking about using this one for the firewall software now, but I think I'm gonna go with the Barracuda network one because that one is more powerful computer than this one. And this, when it first came out, this used to be over $1,000 or whatever. I paid like $40, I believe, around $40. So $40. And that's a Sophos. Yeah, well, because I know Robbie Strike mentioned that they don't like that. So I don't want to get hit with anything, and just in case, I don't want to get hit with talking about, I mean, I talk about it here because I only have one person watching. I know, it's not like, but still, you got to talk in code. By the way, I have two of them. I have this one in Milwaukee and Garbage Fine. They were going to throw it out with the battery. And you even had the I had a couple of cases with all the bits. They were gonna throw this shit out. Believe it works fine. Works fine. I bought the charger for it, so I made a video on the charger. Danny product reviews. I made a video on the charger for this, and so there's another one, a D-Wall. That one also across the street. That one they threw it out, and I took it. I went in the trash. I saw it. I was looking at it. I said, "Oh my god!" Because the guy I think he was just gonna. He had a fight with his wife or something. He was just gonna leave the house. He threw all his tools outside. So he threw out one of these, but Hilti. The brand's called Hilti. He threw it out with the charger and everything. I was like, man, the Hilti's like $75 for this guy. This one these are good. They're expensive. These Milwaukee's. Good, You just find them in the, people throw them out in the trash. They don't. Sometimes people don't know what they have. They just throw it out. And so I got two of these now. So I'm not doing this by hand with a screwdriver. Okay, let's try that again, bro. All right. All right. This one's gonna get pain because this one got the. I hate this. Yeah, this one I'm gonna need the Jesus Christ. I wish I could do with this. This one is a pain because the Ethernet cable goes all the way in, and this one I have to add a. Damn, yo, I'm gonna have to disconnect it from. Jesus Christ, bro. If I could do it like that. Let's see, I can see it in this. I need something like a. Let me see, something flat. Let me see if I can use this. I need something flat so I can push that thing down and then release it. Man. Wow. Let me try like that. All right, I'm just gonna take out the whole cable. Okay, so let me just do it from here. It's gonna be the same thing on this end, I bet you. Let me see if I can take out the cable. Okay, I got it from here. Okay, woo! You saved my bacon, baby. You saved my bacon, but however, I got a tie wrap now. Jesus Christ, I got a tie wrap. Let me go get something to cut the tie wrap. I'm getting there. Down to the last 3 servers. Okay, the cutter. Here we go. All right, here we go. 1, 2. All right. Just throw that over there. Cutter. Diagonal cutters. Dikes. No offense to the women out there. That's what we call them, dikes. Dikes. Let's not get offended. Dikes. All right. There you go. Okay. So this is a Barracuda network. So inside here is a penny, an Intel i7 processor. So I can use this one for the firewall. The only thing about this one is it has this proprietary network card. I had to disconnect it because this is not going to work. So I had to put a network card inside here. The double network card in there. I had to put that one in there. Let me find I could fit in. So that's why these two are stuck in there because it's hard to get in there. I had to take the cover out so I could, but I'll leave it like that for now. So Barracuda network. This used to cost again. All of these network appliances, web filter, whatever. These used to cost thousands of dollars, whatever. I think again might have been in the $40 range for this one. So I could use this as I could just use it as a standalone computer and stream off of this. I'm thinking about doing that. Maybe I use one of these services to do streaming. Thing is, these things are loud. The fan. These things are loud. It's very those. The one at the bottom is like a jet engine. Sounds like a jet engine when you power it up. All right, so there you go. So that one is out. Whew, I need a break now again. Slowly but surely getting there. The rack is almost empty. 1 hour and 20 minutes in the books. Yeah. Yeah, so when you start your channel, just upload the, make a video, reception video, and upload them. And then, it's exciting when you start a new channel. Like this one. You see this channel? I just started this channel on Super Bowl. I'm going to do the Super Bowl live stream. I don't know what time. I'm thinking about 4 Eastern so far, but I may go 5 Eastern because you know how Super Bowl starts around 6 o'clock or something. I forgot what time it starts. So I'm gonna try around 4 o'clock Eastern, and then I'm gonna let it play. But I'm of course I can't show the game because they'll shut down the stream, and it'll be stream 100. I can't show the game because they'll shut it down. I tried that a year ago with the Danny show. I was trying to show a World Series game, and 10 minutes in, they shut down the stream. YouTube shut down the stream. They sent me a notice, and they said, you shut down the stream because of copyright, and I deleted it anyway. Because I know you can't do that, so I couldn't rebroadcast and I had an angle and everything, so people know that didn't matter. They shut it down. Boom. So I'm not going to try with this. I'm going to put the radio on. And then on the screen, I'm thinking about, like the way I did the Danny Finance, I'm going to be in a small box. And they show like the Yahoo, what do they call that? It's like Yahoo Sports. No, the radio is fine. The audio coming from a radio is fine. I could do that. The audio. Because that's what I did before. I remember there was a playoff. Oh, I don't know if you remember. This was last year when the Giants, did they make the playoffs? I forgot what. Was it the Giants? Yeah. Not this past season, the year before. And they played the Eagles. The Eagles blew them out. So that playoff game, I think it was a playoff game. And that one I was, I also did college football. I was going to do it this year, but, that's why I need to get this thing done with the floor because I really want to, because if I maximize the space in this basement, I could put all my stuff back down here. But I want to put everything high, like the Zygo. Yeah. Right here where I'm talking to you at, this is where the Zygo used to be at, right there. The Zygo used to be right there. And I used to look this way. So you've seen the other corner now. You've seen that corner over there. So yeah. So let me take out this KVM switch. And, I'm just going to disconnect it from here. Take all these VGA connectors. 1. Smells good. My wife is cooking some rice upstairs. I can smell it down here, the food. That's one thing she can cook. She can cook. Oh, shoot. So that's a KVM right there. That's the one. That's the KVM switch. So you go 4 monitors. 4 computers. Okay. And 4 keyboards, of course. No, excuse me. Yeah. All these cables have the All these cables have the it's like the VGA with the USB together. They share the same. So 4 computers, 1 keyboard, 1 mouse, 1 monitor, and also 1 extra device. If you want to put like a you want all of them to share a thumb drive or something. So 1 is for the keyboard, 1 is for the mouse, and 1 is for extra. They could share, all of them could share a thumb drive or something. It's pretty good. So this KVM, maybe after the stream I'll put the link, but I'll put the link. I have it in my other videos in the description. Amazon for this one. I forgot what the price on this one. I think it was in the $20 range. I forgot, $28. I don't remember. Pretty good. So there's a KVM for that. Yeah, I know she's cooking rice right now. I smell it, man. It smells good. Yellow rice. Okay. I'm gonna close this door. See, I hear my son is acting up. My son just playing around with her. You know, I mean, we live in a house. We own the house. But if we were to live in an apartment, forget it. They'll be complaining. These people are so noisy. We're so noisy. I'm trying to get this cable out, man. It's still tangled up over here. So this is how the cable looks like. It comes with the cable too. You get 4 of these cables. So you see the USB. So this goes to the computer. No. Yeah, this goes to the computer. And this end goes to the KVM. So they all share. Yeah, he's having fun. Yep. Oh yeah, he's happy. No school tomorrow. Yeah, he doesn't like school. He does not like school. One cable. Oh, so USB. I'll put the other cable here. Let me put like that. You can hear the commotion, right? My God. Yo. Oh my God. It's like, okay, I need that flat thing again. Yeah. My God, yo. Oh my God, let me see. Let me press that thing down. I'm gonna pan the okay, I'm just gonna disconnect it from here. Alright, because I'm not gonna be right over this. Okay, so the server's ready to come out. Drop that. Okay, the power. Drop that power. Okay. Alright. This next server is coming out. This is the what's this one? HP proliant. None of these are screwed on though, because they just slide in, but because I have it on top of a shelf. Heavy. This is a heavy one. So I'm gonna put this chair here so I can put it in here real quick. And I want that wire to. There we go. Let me put it like. That's the server right there. That's the HP. No, I don't have no pets. Oh. I gotta find a spot. Let me put it on top of it. Okay. You know I'm screaming, right? You're like really screaming up there. Oh my God, seriously. You better just stop with the banging on the floor. Come on, man. They going crazy upstairs, these two. They going crazy upstairs. Yeah, I don't have pets. Because my wife has allergies. I wanted. I was never a pet person. I mean, I grew up around pets. My brothers had pets. We had, like in the house when we lived in the Bronx, we had a couple of pit bulls. One died, and then we had another one. But they used to be outside in the backyard. They had this house and all that. But not like running around in the house. No, we didn't have that. We have no. I had no. I'm not against dogs. I'm not against cats. I think they're beautiful, whatever. It's just for me. It's another thing is it costs money, and it's not cheap, especially if you want a nice dog like a. I think I see some dogs that are very cute. I wish I had one like a Frenchie or a pug or something. They're funny dogs. They're cute, but there's no way I could afford one. I just the vet bills and all that. I can't afford it. I'm gonna afford it. I'm trying. That's another thing. I know on my finance channel you saw some of that portfolio, and Facebook just went up again. Facebook is up 470 now a share, and they announced a dividend. And I have, like, in other words, I have better things to do with my money than spend it on something that I know people say, well, they're like family. I get all that. I really do, but I just not a. We have birds. My mother, when my mother was alive, God rest her soul, we always had a bird in the house. We have parakeets, all types of parakeets we had over the years. I had one for a few years here and there. We also had what's the other not parakeet, but we had like a parrot. We had different type of parrots. Yeah, you can make videos of all that. Exactly, you can make videos of anything. In my son's channel right now, my wife makes videos there for him too. They make videos together, but she makes videos. When they go outside, like the salamander. I didn't say anything, right? Like, so the boiler room last night. I was listening to my radio, relaxing, and I looked out. I see a little newt. It's a newt, Newt. It looks like a lizard, but it's kind of long, It's kind of long. It looks weird. I'm looking down on the boiler floor. I see a little newt crawling in there because behind my house is some trees and all that. We have like a little forest behind my house. So it must have came from there. So my wife making a video on there, and she's probably gonna upload that video to make it a short. People click on it. My wife just uploaded a video the other day, got 7,000 views. It was just I think there was a bird hiding inside a tree, and that video got 7.7 thousand views. Just like that, 7,000 views. My videos don't get like that. My videos don't blow up like that. 7,000 views in one video. It takes I don't have that many videos. I got a lot of. My highest video I think is 31,000 views, and that was like 6 years old now. Yeah, I don't have no pets, but I will make videos on that. Like, if you want, what you could do is you can make. You see, like, you have a YouTube account, right? Tasso as your YouTube. You can make other YouTube. You can make other channels inside your YouTube account. You know that, right? This is your main account. You don't have to do it with this one. You can make a new channel. Like I said, you can use Tasso just for chatting, whatever. Like, I have this YouTube account, but I have like 20 channels. I have at least 20 channels. I have more. Actually, I have more than that. Out of the 20 channels that I created, because I get ideas. How many of them you see active now? I have out of the 25 that I created, whatever it is now, I forgot the number. On this account, this is my I have how many? 14. If you go to my channel, right, I have 14 listed. One of them is my son's channel. That one is a separate Google account that my wife runs with him. My wife actually runs that account. And that one, but that's a separate one. And that one has a few. But so your account right now, you that could be, this is your main account, but you could make, so you can make a channel for the pets. Yeah, I would do. So yeah, I wouldn't do radio and pets again. I wouldn't do all that. You know, because your pet channel might actually blow up because more general. The pet channel is probably going to blow up more than the radio channel. Because radio is very niche, as you can see. I've been doing the radio channel for 7 years. It's just barely, it's about to get 3,000, but it's a grind. Now, if I were to do a channel like, you know, pet channel, it'll probably blow up because, you know, a lot of people are going to watch that more. You know? So, yeah, I would separate them. So, you know, I don't know if you know how to do that, but there's YouTube videos on how to create a, you know, how to create another channel with the same YouTube account. It's easy to do. You know, you go through the video, I show you. And then, you know, that's how you do it. Yeah, I wouldn't, you know, you don't have to use this one. Or you could use this one for the pets. Or you could use this one for your radio one because people already know you on this one. You could use this one for the radio one and then make a new one for the pets. A new channel for that. But you can use the same account. You know, your whatever account this is right now, Tassel, use the same account to make another channel for the radio or for the pet. You could leave this one like that. You could use it, or you could make 2 separate new accounts and leave this one just for chatting. Right now, my main channel here is Danny Finance. That's the one that started all of these. But I used to be called something else, Dan the One and all that. And from that one, I created Danny Shortwave, Danny Retro Gaming. So that was my main account, the Danny Finance. If you look at the date on that one, it says 2000. They created that channel. I forgot what year I created that channel. It was a long time ago. But I didn't have no videos there for all those years. I didn't have videos. And then I created a new one called Danny Shortwave and Radio DX back in 2016. And that's my radio channel. So you can leave this one as the way it is now, just no videos or whatever. Create a new one for the radio. Call it, you know, whatever. Tassel Radio DX or whatever, or New York Radio DXer or something. I don't know, because you live in New York City. You could say NYC DXer. I don't know. I'm giving you all these funny these ideas. I don't know. You know, whatever. I don't know. NYC DXer or whatever, or NYC Radio, whatever, or you know. And then for the pet one, you create another one. Just call it whatever. Because Jim's Radio Check, that's what he has. He has Jim's Radio Check. He has Jim's Radio Check, and he has the diecast toys, you know, like the Hot Wheels and all that. That one he buys like Hot Wheels and collects them and all that. Board games, like a lot of retro games, 80s games, things like that. So he has that channel. He has the Jim diecast. Then he has Jim's Radio Check. And then you saw mine. You know mine. I have a whole bunch of them. I have this one. I got the Dumpster Find channel now. So this is my tech channel. Then I have another one that's vintage computers. I haven't done a video on that one in a long time. And then I have, of course, the radio channel, the Danny Finance channel. So I will do them like that, put them in different stuff. You can put them all in one, too. You can do all in one, too, if you want to do that. The only reason why I don't do all in one because I like to keep them separate. It's just my preference. You know? Like some people have all in one, like some of the channels I used to watch, like UXW Bill. UXW Bill is a UXW Bill. You know, like the Danny Show. I haven't done anything there yet. I was trying, and then I said, this. That one might be all in one. I might do something in there. I might talk about current events there. I might do a reaction channel. Like, you know, talk about current events and give my opinion on it. My unbiased opinion, my unfiltered opinion on things. And that's it. I may use that one for that. I don't know yet. I'm still thinking of a format for that. But like in my case, when I started that shortwave channel, it was only shortwave. But then I quickly ran out of ideas for shortwave. Then I bought a scanner, and I started doing police scanner videos too. And my channel kept growing with the police stuff too. So now it's all types of radio in there. It's not only shortwave. I just kept the name because, you know, because I was thinking about renaming it to Danny Radio and Tech or something like that, but I don't want to do tech in there. I thought about it. I'd rather do it separately. Tech. So now I have this server gone, and I have two more at the bottom. So let me disconnect that. Then I can move the whole rack. Let me unplug this heater. This. Let me plug this little space heater out the way. Let me unplug this thing. See, I tell people all the time, and when you're running a space heater like that, the one that you just saw, the space heater. So I'm gonna when you run a space heater, when you have a space heater, my wife's gonna get mad at me. Plug it with an extension like this first, and then you plug this into the wall. Do not plug a space heater directly into a wall outlet. Never do that. I tell people all the time, don't do that. Same thing with an air conditioner. You got a window air conditioner? Do not plug the window air conditioner straight into the wall outlet because they get hot. That's how fires happen. That's how fires start. You know, you see all those stories about apartment fire because of a space heater, because they plugged in a space heater right into the wall outlet. Never do that. Don't do that. Get a cord like this. I can handle the amperage. So this is an orange one. And this is good enough for you to plug your space heater or your air conditioner. Okay, heavy duty. You gotta use heavy duty. And this so, and if you can, hook this up to a power strip that has a circuit breaker. So if the amperage ever spikes up, the circuit breaker will go off and that's it. And you're not gonna overheat the line and cause a fire. A lot of people don't do that, and this is what you need. You need stuff like this when you have you saw the space heater I have here, right? I don't use it every so often, except when it gets really cold because the basement gets cold. You gotta have a plug into one of these guys. No, people don't understand that. People don't understand that, and that's why a lot of tragedies could be avoided if you use a heavy duty extension and a power strip. I don't use it here because I only use it for. I don't use my because that one has a timer. And that space heater, I put a timer. I only put it for 1 hour just to warm up the room a little bit, and that's it. You don't need that shit running all night. Don't do that. That's another thing people do. They need that stuff running all night. You can't do that. That thing is 1,500 watts. The maximum on that thing is 1,500 watts. And I don't know how many amps. The thing will heat up this wire and it'll cause a fire. You can't. A lot of people leave that shit running for all night. You can't do that. You run it for an hour, let it warm up the room. Wait an hour, so run it again for an hour. Timer. You use a timer. People don't do that. People just plug it in and let the space heater run. Can't do that. You're gonna cause a fire. Big mistake people do. It's very, very, man. Yeah. I'm telling you. They do with air conditioner. Let me take this one out. VGA. All right, I want it out. All right, next service coming out. This is a heavy. Yeah, you don't overload the circuit exactly. But best case scenario is, like right now, because I'm right here when I run into. I don't leave them unattended. But that one I only run it for like an hour. Put the timer on it. That's it. But I recommend it. I will put a power strip with the breaker, and then hook up the heavy duty extension to the power strip, and then only turn on the space heater. And that's the one with the timer, has a remote and everything. That one has a timer, so I put 1 hour. 1 hour. That's it. 1 hour. Let it just to make the room comfortable. And I only use it for when it's really cold outside. Like when it feels like below zero outside, this room gets really, really cold. This room. Because I'm in a basement. The basement always gets cold, no matter how much. But some people don't do that. They just crank it up and leave it running, and they think that you can't do that. You're gonna burn down your house, and you're gonna lose your life, or God forbid something. Okay, so this is the Dell Dell Power Edge R410. This is a heavy one. Okay. Okay. Dell Power Edge. All right, let me show you real quick. Dell Power Edge R410. All right. Yeah, man, $100. All right. Oh, all right. Last but not least, the Beast. This is the heaviest one out of all because it's the oldest, but it's the heaviest. Let me get all these wires out first. Ooh, and the plug. And that's it. Okay. All right. All the cables are out. Okay. Oh, this one is gonna be heavy. And this is the Beast. This is one that sounds like a jet engine. When you turn this one on, it sounds like a jet engine. Sounds like a 747 taking off the runway. Oh, this is the Beast. Oh my God. I don't know if I want to show you. Anyway, I gotta show you like this because when I lift, I gotta take it straight over it. It has 6 drives. Oh my God, let me carry it like this. Oh, this is heavy. All right, there you go. That's all of them. All of them are out. Woo. All right. Wow. Let me take all the screws out. Wow. Yeah, so because I seen that like what happened over here in the Bronx was a couple of years ago when it was. With all those the one in the Bronx where all those Haitian people died. I used to live around there, not far from there, like 6 blocks, 7 blocks. I used to go to that school. There was a IS 137 was the school that's next to that building. Because that fire started because of a space heater. It was a housing project. And all those people died. And it was like, I think like 14 people died. I forgot how many. It was a bunch of people, right? This was like 3 years ago. Was it 3 years ago? You know what I'm talking about, right? It was a real bad fire. It was a housing project. And most of them, some of them, I don't know, they were Haitian or from Africa. It was a whole bunch of, and it was the school I used to go to is right there, right next to it, right next door to that building. So I used to go to school right there, and that happened because of a space heater. All those people, that could have been avoided. And people don't understand that. People just crank up space heater, plug it into the wall, and that's it, and they forget about it. Then they might even go outside, go to work or something, and they forget. And that thing is heating up the wire. I think it's heating up the wire. Yeah, it's not. Because when my family came from Puerto Rico, we came here around 1970. I was around 3.5 years old. I was around 3 or 4, around 3.5. We used to live in the South Bronx. I went through two. We got burned out of 2 apartments, 2 separate fires. One in 1973, and then we moved. And then around 1975, we got 1974. Like the year after, we went to another neighborhood. We were there for about 1.5 years, and then that building caught fire. And then we finally moved into a house, a private house, and then we wound up, we lived in an apartment, in a private house. But living in an apartment building is hard because it's not you. It could be your neighbor next door started the fire, and then now you're screwed. You see what I'm saying? Now the problem is that you got people like that, They don't understand that you can't have a space heater running on. I don't care if you don't got no heat. You got to be careful with those things. And because I'm telling you, I've been through 2 fires, homeless twice. We're talking about back in the 70s. I grew up on welfare, bro. So you know what to be homeless and homeless on welfare, bro? It's hard, bro. It's not easy. So I stood in how many welfare hotels? 2 welfare hotels. They call them welfare. Where the migrants are at now, places like that, homeless. They're like homeless hotels. Although the hotels that I used to stay in now, they're both. One of them is across the street from Yankee Stadium, in the Grand Concourse. I stood at that hotel. I forgot the name of it now. And then the other one was across the street from Macy's on 34th Street. I used to live on 34th Street for a few months. I lived in that hotel. There's a hotel. It's called the Radisson now. I used to live in that hotel. Homeless, because that was our homeless shelter. Back then, if it was a family, they put you in a hotel until they find, you can find housing. I remember as a little kid, I remember watching the Macy's parade through my window. I remember that, watching the Macy's parade, the Thanksgiving parade, through the window of my hotel room. I used to look down. Look here. Yeah, so it's hard when you live in an apartment building and it's not you, it's your neighbor, whoever wind up starting a fire. Then you all suffer because of one dummy. Taking out all these cables before I move this rack. Then I gotta take out that wood. It's a wood board. I don't know if I'm gonna do it now because I gotta clean up here first. Let me take all these cables out. 1 hour and 54 minutes in the books. All these cables. Because I don't know what I'm gonna do with the server rack. I'm thinking about moving it to that room, or I'm gonna move it just a little bit away from it, just to get this last wood board out of here. That's what I'm doing there. But I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. I don't know if I want to put it over here or this side or that side of the room. I don't know yet. Because I don't know, because I need to avoid. I don't want water to go a certain height, and then I go put my servers up here. The problem is I don't want water hitting this thing all the time, and then this thing gets rusty. So I wanna. I was even thinking about even doing a concrete platform just to keep a little bit off the ground, and just because I could have cinder block to do it, but I don't know if I want to do all that. I don't know yet. Let me see. Or I may take it up to the second floor, but I really don't want to take it up to the second floor because one day I may have to rent those rooms out again. That's why this one is a pain to move around because I'm not gonna take it apart. I'm just gonna move it a little bit. Because if I take this apart, it's a pain. I could take it apart, but I don't want to. I don't need to. I gotta drag it out slowly. And that's the problem with when you live in an apartment building. I know. Unfortunately, people have to live there, but and that's why people say you rather own a house or live in. I said no, own a house. You don't gotta deal with stupid people burning down your apartment building or hanging out in front of your. There you go. See, I can move it. This shit. Okay, this is in the way. Clear. I need to clear that wood board. Okay, now I'm clear. So now the wood board is right here. And I'll take these tools out the way first. Yeah. Let me take this jackhammer. Electric jackhammer. Over here. Now I gotta take these two, and then I gotta take this wood board out. This is the last wood board that's here. You can barely see it, right? So there's only one piece of wood board left for this room. Demolition, baby. All right. Woo. Yes, I did. Let me take a break. Yeah. I know. Life has its highs and lows. That's why my son, when I look at my son, he doesn't have to go through all that. Poverty, that's a big one, poverty. Grew up in the street. Thank God I never got, knock on wood. Thank God I never got, shot. I never got shot. Thank God I never did something really stupid and wound up in prison. Thank God for that too. Because I did a stupid things, but thank God it was never to the point where, catastrophic thing where, I could have went to prison. And thank God nothing like that happened. Let me disconnect this cable. Television cable. This over the air splitter. I got one TV over here and one that goes upstairs. So this is over the air. And this antenna's on the roof. So that's the over the air. So let me take that out the way. And then I got a couple of rugs here I got to take out. And then I'm going to see if I can pull out this board. Because right now the framework is nailed into the concrete. I'm going to have to pry it open. I'm going to have to pry it with the crowbar. And then that's it. And then I got to sweep up what's underneath. And it's disgusting. That's going to be what's underneath. This nasty was in there. I'm gonna put the ODL over here. And I'm not gonna be able to take this out right now because I got all the servers on the floor over there too. But if I lift and put it against the wall, then I'll clear that path and then I'll take it out. Yeah. So, man, it's a big board too. So that's a big piece. That board is gonna be heavy. I don't have work gloves either. I forgot. I just gotta be careful though, because there's nails. So let me take this out first. This carpet. Let me take this out. Ugh. This little carpet. Let me throw this out. Then I'm gonna try to lift this up. Boom, and that's it. Ooh-wee. Yeah. Let me do a couple of more things. This vinyl piece over here. That's where I have my chair at. So let me see this wood. Let me try the crowbar right here first. There you go. That one is down. All right, that one is down. Let me see if I can try to lift it. Oh, there you go. All out. Woo. Last piece. So there's some old rotted. It looks like 2x4s. No, not 2x4s. Not 2x4. What is it? 1x4. Yeah, so the whole wood board is right there. So this was on the floor. And you can see they rotted. I'm gonna scrape them off with the crowbar. They rotted. All of them rotted. They're all rotted. It's rotted. Look at that. It's rotted. Okay? It's rotted. So that's it. That's the last of this. This room now is 100% done. No more wood. The next room, I have to do the whole room. It's almost. But I want to do this room and move everything in here too. And then, so let me take a break. Ugh, nasty critter. Get out of here. Ugh. Yes, I gotta get the garbage. I gotta bring. Sorry. I gotta bring the garbage can over here. The garbage put all in the trash, sweep it up. I gotta wear a mask for that because I can't. I don't want to breathe in that shit. So I'm gonna take a break and then let me just wash my hands. I'm gonna take a break and then if you want to stay on for another hour, I'll keep streaming. If not, I'll cut off the stream. It's up to you. Because I'm gonna pick this up now. I gotta get gloves for this. Gotta break it up, put it in the garbage bag, go in the garbage can, and then I know I don't see it over here. I just see a circle. But I said this board, I'm gonna take it out tomorrow. I'm not gonna do it now because I got stuff in the way. And I just drag the whole thing. I have the back doors right there. I just drag it out and throw it out there. And then when the weather gets warm, I gotta chop this up. I gotta chop this up with a circular saw, and I put it on with the trash, little by little. Because I'm not renting a dumpster for all this shit. I'm sorry, sir. PG ready out the window. Because it costs money. So I just cut it up. And I put a couple of them, every garbage pickup, they take them one by one. I've done it before. I don't, I'm trying to save money, but if I were to put all this, outside, they won't take it like this. You have to chop it up. And over here, Yonkers trash. Oh, I might go to 60, so maybe I'm probably do something else anyway. But anyway, I'm not rushing this because this I have this. I have like a little storage area outside. They're gonna be in there, and I do that over time. I just chop them up and put them out. I'm not worried about that. But so this room is done. This is the last of it. This is done. So this is what I'm talking about. You see, they had the plastic on it, and you see it's rotted. So all that water that was in there for all those years, you know. So now this room I can start cleaning the yeah. So this is the board. A couple of them that are in good condition. I have them over there. I might keep them if I want to build my railroad model railroad table. I have a couple. Not this one. This one is in bad shape. Maybe that part is fine, but I cut a maybe I don't know. But I just probably get a new one. But I'm gonna cut this up and then it'll be out. It takes a couple of months, whatever. Every because we got 2 garbage pickups here every week. We got one on Mondays. Monday they pick up the trash here. Monday morning, and then Thursdays. Thursday morning they pick up trash. But Thursday morning, but I chop these up. Yeah, that's what I want to do. I'm gonna, and I'm gonna paint. I'm gonna repaint the room. I got LED lights there. I'm gonna take those down. I want to repaint it, and then here, I don't know if I want to do shelving, permanent. Yeah. Oh, I have 2 pumps now. I have one in the back that's been doing well, but I have a second one I bought. I'm gonna have that one here. I'm gonna have that one in that corner over there, most likely, where the water, because the water puddles up from over there and it comes this way. And so because I could see that they dug out a trench, originally. So water used to go down that trench and go into that. I'll make a video on that one day. Maybe when the next time I'll stream from that side of the room. Because now that I clear this, I'm gonna move everything over here, boom, right against the wall, and then I wanna clear out that corner over there first. Because there's a pit in there. It's dug down. There's a pit. It looks like the one in the boiler room. So you can put the sump pump in there. It's a pit. It's over there by the water meter. I have a water meter over there. There's a pit right there. But I gotta dig it out. I gotta clean it. It's all full of dirt and mud, and I gotta really dig in there, clean it out. And then I'm gonna put sand. What do they call that? River rock. And then I could probably put the pump in there. But we'll see. I don't know because it doesn't fill up. That pit doesn't fill up. But that's another thing. I'm on a hill, so the water tends to go downhill a lot. So I don't think I'm ever gonna get that issue again. Yeah, I know, never dull moment, exactly. But this is what happens when you own a house. You gotta do these things. Like I said, otherwise I'll be paying somebody to do all this. Just to do this today. Been a hassle. So let me go get a pair of gloves. I'm gonna let it stream. What the hell? I'm gonna let it stream. Get a whole bunch of hours. I'm gonna let it stream. I'm gonna come back with a pair of gloves and a mask, and I'm gonna rip this up, put it in the garbage in the garbage bin. Be right back. Anyway, I'll cook later. I'll cook later. I don't know what she's making. All right, let me just break them up by hand, and then we're running this stuff because this stuff is mold shit, whatever the hell is in here. Do it by hand first. This thing disintegrated, bro. Look at that. It's rotty. I told you that's what happens. Rotty. And when I clean this out, I'm gonna run to the humidifier here for a few hours. It looks like it's still wet in there. It is nasty. It is falling apart, bro. No, you don't want it, doesn't. Can I break it? Nah. Anyway, leave it like that. Now one time I'm gonna break all these audience phones. All right. Let me get a broom. Let me get a broom and a scooper. Where's the broom and scooper? Oh, it's over here. Oh man, I gotta get in there. I can't get in there, man. Woo, 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 woo. I'm gonna get in there now with this server racking away. I forget, I'll use the other one. I'll use the other one. So it's just dry already. It's not wet anyway, it's dry. Do it yourself channel on the cheap. I already know dumpster and all that. Hell no. You know how expensive a dumpster is? You gotta get a permit for that, put it outside on the curb. I gotta get a permit for all that. It ain't cheap to rent a dumpster. I'm gonna chop this up over the next couple of weeks, and I'll put it on the trash. Little like maybe 2 feet by 1 feet pieces, and they'll take it the regular trash. And if there's any nails, I grind with a grinder. I grind it out. Because I don't want nobody getting poked with this thing. And that's it. I sweep slowly, try not to disturb it. That thing came out like nothing. Look, they even use a nail gun. Check it out. Check it out. A long time ago when they put this floor down, they must have used a nail gun. Look. That's a bullet. It's like a bullet casing, right? It looks like a bullet casing, but that's probably a nail gun. They use a nail gun. Bam, bam, bam. Unless these are bullets. Unless these are 22 caliber bullets. Casing. They were in there. Bullet casing. I'm gonna put it. They spent though, and there's no, it's just a casing. Let me put it up close. See if they, I don't know. Maybe later on I can watch the replay and zoom in. And shoot. Yeah, it's not gonna. Anyway, so they spent bullet casing. They were inside. So this is, I think, from a nail gun. Probably a nail gun. bullet casing. And I'm gonna leave them right here. I need a magnifying glass to look at them, but so it's probably a nail gun. But that's the first ones I found in here. So I don't know, man. I don't know if the body 22 caliber in here. They were buried underneath. 22 caliber. Looks like. And the Truman Show. You never know what you're gonna get watching my channels. I'm so glad this is done. So now I have that room left. Whoa, there's a nail right there. Whoa, I gotta grind that shit. There's a nail. Oh shit, I almost poked my foot. I gotta grind that sucker. Right here. Oh, I got sticking out. Woo! Right there. Now I got the hammer. I'll bend it right now. Yeah, I gotta bend it. No, because I gotta grind them with a grinder. But that one goes under here. This one. That one I'm gonna knock it with a hammer right now. I'll be back. I gotta get the hammer. I have a rubber mat here, a thick rubber mat. There's one right here too. I need to grind them. Okay, so this one I can see this one. There you go, broke off. That's it. That one's gone. I bent and it broke. That's it. All right. Right here. Yeah, that's one. Another one. Oh shoot! That shit flew. All right. You heard? That one flew like a bullet when it broke and it. Shoo. Yeah, I gotta be careful, man. Let me clean up over here a little bit more then. Yeah, that shit almost went through my. I have like these Crocs. And I have some socks on. I was like, yo, I felt that. Whoa! That reflex, bro. Otherwise, I would have poked my foot. All right. Take a break. All right. Ooh. Yeah. You can smell it now. The rotting, you can smell it. And it smells. Ugh. Now when I take this out, I'm gonna run the humidifier because the floor is it's already dry. Except maybe but you can smell it's this wood right now I can smell. Ugh. But I got to clear a path over there first before I could drag this over there. But right now, all the servers are the computer. They're blocking my path over there. But I'll do that later. You know, I'll end the stream later, and then I'll do that later. Well, let it stay there overnight, and then I'll do it tomorrow. I don't care. Main thing is, like, I got the server empty now. The rack is empty. So now I gotta clean this floor, get on, because I can mop the floor and get rid of the dirt first, and then I'm not gonna power wash here because I still want to do that room. Then I'm gonna power wash the whole thing, but I don't know if I'm maybe not. But I gotta put temporary shelving up. I have some wood, plywood in the boiler room. I'm gonna put a few shelves to get some stuff up there and get other stuff off the ground as much as I can. The rest of it is gonna go against one wall, and then I'll do the power wash. And I have to be careful with the power wash. I don't want to splatter on this wall either because this is a sheetrock. I don't want to ruin the walls. But I can't do that until, I have a small power washer. It's very small. It's an electric one. It's not gas power. It's electric. So I just do a little, And then I have the pump because it's gonna puddle in here. The pump, I'm gonna pump it out into the street. Hook it up to 50 feet of hose, and let it pump out in the alley. Pump all the dirty water in the alley, and that's it. So, or if not, I could wait till when the weather gets really warm and open this window and just put the hose right there and let it pump out. And then once I clear the floor, I just run to the humidifier for a couple of days, really dry up the floor, and then I could paint the floor. Patch up the. I'm probably gonna paint it anyway first because I got oil. I got oil paint. I can paint it anyway real quick, and then patch up whatever, and then do the what do you call epoxy. The paint that I really want to use is the one with the resin. That's the best paint. You got to mix it. It's paint, but you got to put the resin in it, and then you mix it because the resin, once you open it up, it's a certain time you have to use it or it gets hard. The resin it turns into like a hard plastic. The resin. So that's what, because I use the resin when it gets hard. That's it. So it's like a protective barrier over the concrete. And that's when you put the resin. That's it. That thing is hard. It's it's like a plastic coat. It's not plastic. It's harder than that. I mixed when I did the MLA30. When the mods, I bought epoxy. There's a glue, but you can mix it. You need two of them. It's like you mix it together, and you have like 5 minutes to use it, or it starts getting. So I did that. I mixed it, and I put some in by the BNC connector inside. So I waterproofed it. Because the dummy, that French dummy was like, oh, you didn't waterproof, you're not waterproof. I said, yeah, it is waterproof. Because first of all, I put it back the way it was, the gasket. But by the BNC connector, I put epoxy. There ain't no water going in that MLA30. There ain't no water going in there. I also put some epoxy by the two screws, the screws inside the when you open up the MLA30, I put some in there too. So ain't no water getting in there, none. Plus, I put the epoxy so the BNC doesn't get loose. Because that happened to me before when I first did the mod. I didn't have epoxy on it, and every time and then the BNC got loose on me inside. I had to open it up and tighten the nut again. It happened to me. So, but everybody, opinionated French guy was like, that the loop is no longer waterproof. Stupid. That's what they call me, stupid. I was like, So I forgot what I replied after. No, it's not more than see. I was being polite, but I could have easily ignored. I could have easily blocked it, but I just said, yeah. Like stupid doesn't really offend me as much as you would have said something really nasty. So I hit him with kindness. It doesn't bother me, it's just that they think that it bothers you when you say something. I said, no, you just, like that's why I left the comment. I forgot. If I go to my channel, you'll see it somewhere. Emily 30. When you go to the Emily 30 miles, you see all the comments there. Some of them are, a lot of them are nice comments. You're gonna have 2 or 3. You're gonna have always 2 or 3 people that they're just not gonna like your videos for whatever reason. Some of them are gonna just thumb down your video. Some of them are gonna be compelled to leave a stupid comment. And those are the ones that they really like. They get triggered. I don't know what it is. It really bothers them, and they have to leave a comment too, like And then most of 99.9, well, I'm gonna say almost 100%, 99.99999 whatever, don't have no videos. They don't have no subscribers. They have nothing. They just troll. Like as soon as you put your first videos up, that's what I tell people all the time. Once you put your videos up, you're a public figure. That's it. Like me, I'm a public figure now. If you don't want to be, you're gonna get people that if you gotta have a thick skin to do YouTube. You gotta have a thick skin. If you don't have a thick skin, then it's not for you. That's what I tell people. Because people say, I want to do you. I don't mind doing it because they see me doing YouTube content. And they say, I said, no, you gotta have a thick skin. You gotta be. If you let any little comment bother you all the time, you don't bother. Another thing I do is I turn off all my notifications. I don't want to get notified every time somebody leaves a comment on my channel or whatever. I turn off all those notifications. I turn off all that stuff. I do that on all my social media. I turn off all my notifications because otherwise my phone will blow up every 2 seconds. So I don't do that. All my notifications are off. Exactly. Just move on if you don't like what you see. Exactly. But some people are compelled to, whatever. That's their right. But, I have the right to block them too. Or I have the right to rebuttal and say, you know what, I don't agree with you. Or sometimes I'll just be like, thank you for watching. And then, that's a head scratcher for them. They just insulted me and I say, thank you for watching. That's what I use. Thank you for watching. Sometimes I'll just well, I don't agree, but thank you for watching. That's it. Or something. What I mean? I don't care. If they get really stupid personal, like on my retro gaming channel, I got called a racist. Because I think one video was it was the USA Olympic basketball. Because I don't know what happened. I know he got triggered because I was USA team and I picked Angola. I picked to play Angola, right? That's one of the teams, the African team. So the guy wrote a whole bunch of stuff that I'm racist. I'm like, no, it's in the game. Angola, that's one of the teams. Angola. I think it was that. I don't know if it was that video or another video that I picked. I played against an African team. And the guy he really wrote a bunch of stuff that I'm racist and whatever. I was like, are you kidding me? On a retro gaming channel, you're going to be talking? Get out of here. I blocked his ass. I freaking blocked his ass right away. Stupid. Like, what is wrong with people? Yeah, it is crazy. Yeah. Some people have to, like with Jill's with that guy, was it Greg? He's the guy from Finland. He used to always make videos and, chastising, talking about it. That this guy doesn't know what he's talking about, and I'm like, what you go out and he could criticize other people, other ham radio operators channels. And I would be like, why you take the time to make a video about somebody else's channel, bashing their channel? Like, what kind of, like people would tell him, like, what's wrong with you? And then he, that's when I started my channel back then. I was new. I was a new guy. So he would come on my channel. I made a video. It was about the AC ground wire kit that I bought from eBay. He wrote a whole long paragraph about that. About, how dare you put a video like this up? That, especially, you bought this from a so-called ham operator. That, what you're doing is wrong. I'm like, I'm looking at it. I'm like, is this guy telling me how to run my channel? So I blocked him. I said, I'm blocking you. I don't care. I'm blocking you. So he tried to bully. I noticed that people were afraid of him. I don't want to name names, but some channels they used to suck up to him. And they were afraid of him. Me, I said no. When I did my first live stream and my second one, I was waiting for him to come on. He would have got the boot. And I made it clear. I said, you're not going to come in my live stream and try to bully me. That's not going to happen. From day one, I made it clear to people, you're not going to come on my live stream. I'm going to have like 10 miles or whatever. And before I even pull the trigger, they're going to do it for me. You're going to get the boot. And then he deleted his channel because he was complaining that he wasn't, his channel wasn't. And and I'll give him credit. He's a very smart guy. The guy knows his radio stuff. He's an expert. I'm going to say he's very knowledgeable guy. But he let his ego consume him, or mental issue. And he would talk about Americans, like, cause he lives in Finland. He would say, I think originally he was from Australia and he moved to Finland. But he would say, American ham operators, that your test is easy. All you gotta do is memorize the test. And so he tried to make fun of American ham operators. Was criticizing, anything foreign policy. He would criticize Americans. So I would, people would tell him, so you hate them, so you hate America. That's what you're saying. You hate Americans. But he was an America hater guy too. But, and then he deleted his channel. First he tried to do a Patreon membership. Nobody signed up for that. And and then he came back with another channel. Then he went after a few people again. And then I think people reported him, and that was it. People had enough of him. And his channel's gone. He deleted his channel and everything. Well, my thing is, you go around like, for example, like I talked about in the last stream, there was this one guy that I used to follow him. He was a new channel. He only had like 1,000 subs or something at one time. When he's at, like a year ago, he only had 1,000 subs. Now he's at 4,000 something. And I look at his channel. His channel's only a year old. And his first videos, he only got like 100 views. I think one video he got like 10 views. And now you got 4,300 something subscribers. Yeah, bro, you buying subs. So I subscribe to it. I say I don't like. That's something I don't like. Fake numbers, fake. Because I had sub to his channel. I think I left a comment. I left a couple of comments, and I think he didn't reply to the comment. I said, "Yo, this nigga, I was gonna say this. You know what? This guy, bro. This guy think he's like, like he's, like he's he thinks he's better than that. Then come on, bro. You crazy? So I've been around 7 years, bro. You just started. You think you all that, bro? So then, I noticed, one day he was at 2,000 subs. I'm like, okay, wait a minute. You just went over 1,000 subs. How the hell you at 2,000 now? And it's only not even a month. And I'm like, okay. And then the other day, like I said, right before I went on live, because when you do the search for the radio SH data D608, his videos come out a lot. He's putting a whole bunch of videos on that radio. So his video comes out live. So I see the number of subs. I'm like, wait a minute. This guy had like 1,000 subs a few months ago. Now you have 4,000? Nah, bro, something's going on. Something's going on, you know? Like the other one, the one with the buzzer. Yeah, that's another channel. Now he has the name, the buzzer. The other guy with the buzzer, he got like 60,000 subs. And if you go to his live stream, you only have like 2 people live watching him. Come on, bro. You 60,000 subs, you only got 2 people watching? Yeah, bro. I smell something, bro. I smell something foul going on. Yeah, that's the guy. That guy too. That's the guy. Yeah, that guy. Same thing, you know. All he does is promote this radio and the other radio. Okay. I swear to God, he went from 1,000 to like 4,000. I don't know where he's at right now. When I did the live stream the other day, he was at 4,050 subs. I don't know where he's at now. I think he's maybe 4,300 right now. I don't know where he's at. And that, yeah, him, that guy, yeah, he's another. But the other one, the buzzer too, that's another fake account. I mean, fake sub account. How you got? He got 60,000. All he does is the buzzer. All he does is live stream the buzzer thing, and I'm like, yeah, I know. And then the other guy, yeah, because he's you know, but that's another thing they do. They flood the thing with all the, you know, like can I make like 100 videos of this and flood the thing? Yeah, but Google penalizes you for that. You know that, right? That's another thing. You get penalized for that stuff. If you put too much of one thing all the time, they consider that spamming. So that's why I did a couple of receptions and I did my review and that's it. And I talk about it on my live stream anyway. My live stream, that's what I told all these radio makers. Not only I'll make a review I'll make a review video, but you're gonna be featured a lot on my live stream. And they say, oh yeah, that's good, because I'm giving them free promotion. Every time I do a live stream and every time I do this, I'm giving them free promotion right now on a live stream. Every time I do this, I talk about the radio, I'm giving them more and more live stream. And make a reception video, and you know, I know, because I was one of the first ones to show this radio live, and then the review. I know that they bought a whole bunch of. I know they sold a whole bunch of radios because of me. Me alone, I know I'm responsible for God knows how many radios of these they sold. Okay, because of my video, not the other guy with the fake subs. You know, because you know, because you know, at the end of the day, you're fooling yourself. You're not fooling me, bro. And what really bothered me is that I had left a comment on it. It was a few months ago, and I remember he just went over 1,000 or something. I think I even said, "Congrats on your 1,000." So I think I said something like that. I might have left a comment. He didn't reply nothing. Like bro, like you started, bro. You know, give me the courtesy. Give me, you know, like bro. It's because of Jill's that I'm doing live streaming and all that, because so I give him his props. I give him his props on that, you know. So you know, and I'm not afraid to say it. So to me, he was my mentor. He was my mentor. I learned by watching him. You understand? Same thing with Tom. I learned by watching them two. That's how I started. I learned because of them. You know? And I kept grinding because I seen Jill's channel, same thing. I remember when Jill's had 3,000 subs. I remember when he had 1,000 subs. I remember when he got his first 1,000 subs. I wasn't watching him back then, but I saw the video when he got 1,000 subs. But I remember when he had 3,000, because at that time I was already going into his live stream. When he hit 3,000 subs, I remember that. I still remember it because I had just started. When I started my channel, he was at 3,000. So, you know, and he was doing the Google Hangout instead of Google, because YouTube didn't have a live thing. It was you had to do Google Hangout. But you know, Yeah, I know a lot of us thought I think the first no, right away I said hello to everybody. I might have lurked for a few minutes. And then I just went in there and said hello. And then of course right away, I know a few people said hello to me. So I was like, oh cool, everybody's friendly here. Okay. And then he read my comment. And he would read my comment. Like at first he didn't read my comment, but I didn't get all like kept repeating the comment. No. He read it like after a couple of different comments that I put up. He started reading the ones that, and then, you know, because some people get upset when they don't read the comment. They get like, yo, they keep repeating the same thing. And I keep telling people, when you keep repeating it, he's going to ignore you. Like some people keep writing the same thing, the same question or the same comment, and he's not going to read it. He's doing it on purpose. I know, because, and I told him, I said, if you keep repeating the same thing, he's going to ignore you. Because it happened a couple of times. There was this one guy, he got really pissed off, and he said, I'm going to unsubscribe to your channel because you don't read my comments. You don't read my chat. Then he told him to go. That's when Jules got mad. He said, go fuck off. Jules got, he said, go fuck off. Well, we kept telling him, he's going to read your comment, but chill out. Because he kept saying, why he's not reading my comment? He's not reading my comment. He's not reading my comment. Everybody kept telling him, he's going to read your comment, but when you keep crying about it, you keep bitching and moaning about it, he's going to ignore you. And then he finally said, I'm going to subscribe. You don't read my... Just let him go fuck off. That was funny. We all... just had a few blow ups. So he told the guy to go fuck off. That was funny though. He said, go fuck off. Yeah, you see them get angry. He said, go fuck off. Oh my God. So somebody else is watching it. Hey, whoever's watching it, hello. 2 people watching. 2 hours and 42 minutes in the books. I just had my server rack was here, and I had to take it out because I got to remove the last wood board. Because of course I have flooding in here, so that's why I'm just hanging out today in here. So my server rack is empty now, so I'm gonna eventually move this. So I don't know yet where I want to move it because it's gonna be permanent where I want to move it now. So I don't know. I may even put it in the other room eventually. I don't know yet. I'm thinking about it. So I know it's not tech related here today, but it was tech related enough by taking the stuff out of here. So you're gonna have to watch the replay. So this server rack too, by the way, anybody interested in this server rack? I paid $150 for that server rack. It's a company called Vevor, Vevor. They make a lot of tools and all that. They like Harbor Freight. Yeah, have you ever heard of Harbor Freight? Vevor's like that. They have a lot of stuff, tools, office furniture, server rack, like this one. This is a 27U server rack. So $150. That's good. That's a very good price for a server rack like this. Okay, because these things over $300 easily. If you buy like the what's the brands they have? They have different brands. On Amazon, on eBay, I've seen these things for over $300. Vevor, $150. I bought this one off. $150. 27U. Suppose it came with a couple of shelves. 1, 2, and 3. So, and then this little shelf, I bought this separately. This is eBay little shelf for the. All right, and then I don't know what over here. I can show you the front. Might as well show you the front. This also comes with casters. It came with wheels too, but I didn't put them on. I might put them on too. I'm thinking about that too. I have them over there. I need to, but it didn't come with the hardware for the casters. And they're over here. Let me see. I have to wiggle in there. I can't. It came with the wheels. So this come with casters. They're big wheels. The only reason why I didn't want to put casters here because this wood floor was not. When this wood floor got the damage, the room was like all uneven, and I couldn't put casters because I didn't want the rack to tip over, God forbid, or something. So now it's level, the original concrete floor now. So this is the last of the board in this basement, in this room, in this basement. The other room is the next one I'm going to do later on in the future. I have to take these. But this one was more damaged. This one was the one that got the more water down here. That one is not that bad. All the wood boards in there that are still remaining, they're pretty good shape. So I may recycle that wood. Because I want to build a model train table. So I may use a couple of the wood from the other one. Recycle them, sand them and bring them back to life. And then use that one for the HO scale model railroad. That's another thing, I want to put down here. I want to build a model railroad. I want to build a model railroad table for, I'm trying to get my son into the model railroad. Of course, like I said, when I was a kid, I didn't have all these things. So now that I'm older, I have a whole bunch of model railroad and a couple of, one container, I have a whole bunch of trains and track. I have a few, but I want to build a little area, like maybe a rail yard, switching yard or something. And some of the stuff, when we get older, we finally have, we can afford things and whatever. When you're a kid, you can't afford, you got all these magazines like Radio Shack and all that, and you drool on all the stuff that you wish you had, radios and whatnot. So you see the patch panel. We got the patch panel. This one is the snap-on one. So these you snap on. You snap on. You don't have to be a network engineer and use a punching tool. This one they snap on. So it's a 24 port patch panel. So that one you can snap on. These are the keystones. You snap them on. And Ethernet, all category 6. Okay. But I'm gonna rearrange this. Well, this time I'm gonna put the servers up here. I might put them up here. I'm gonna take this out and maybe stack them up here in the middle. Maybe I'll leave the 2950 down there. The heaviest one, I'll leave it down there. I have to get UPS too. I don't have a UPS for the. Although I don't run the servers in that hand, I don't run them 24/7 anyway. I don't do all that, so it's just to back up my data. For example, also it's called virtualization. Now you can run different operating systems and try different operating systems. Like, for example, one of them has Proxmox. So in there, I can put we were talking about earlier, right? Windows. I can put the original Windows, like Windows XP. I can have one VM machine, virtual machine. Windows XP. I can have another one that's Windows, 2000. I can have, try all these different Linuxes, distribution of Linux, things like that. So you can do that with virtual machine. But that's why a server like this is good because it's a lot of memory in there. You can put a lot of memory. I bought, like I told you earlier, I bought 400 gigs of RAM with a DDR. What is it? DDR3. I forgot what speed. I bought a bunch of them. It came out to 400 gigs of RAM. One of them I already maxed it out. The other one I'm gonna max it out. Now that I took it out here, I'm gonna do a separate video on that where I'm gonna open it up and put the RAM in there for this channel. I want to see if I can max out. I believe it's gonna be the HP server. Yeah, the HP proliant. I'm gonna see if I can max that one out, or at least max it out as much as I can, and then find a spot for this. So I have to see what I'm gonna do, what spot I'm gonna put it on. So yeah. So you bought the radio because of me. Yeah. I know if I would just put a dollar amount that how many radios I sold, I don't know. But it's a shame because it's a shame. And I don't like people talking about a channel. But he has a nice channel, but I could tell that he's buying subs, and that's a shame. When you're doing stuff like that, it's like just to get big subscriber numbers. Like you got a bunch of fake subs. Like is it really worth it? Come on. That's I find that lame. When people do that, and maybe he's trying to get more Well, YouTube doesn't. YouTube, that's one thing. YouTube, if they see that you're getting a lot of fake, they fight down. Don't be surprised that one day you look at his channel and but no, you're not gonna get higher on the search. Not that you don't get. It's not that doesn't help. If you got a bunch of stuff, it doesn't help. It doesn't really factor in that much. Not really. It doesn't. I don't think it does help. I think what it does, it gives, for example, SH data. I reached to them. They didn't reach out to me at first. I reached out to them. When the D109 was coming out, I reached out to them. I said, because it was Tom. Tom was the one. I'm gonna tell you him because it's only you and somebody else, whatever. Tom's radio show. He was the one that told me, Danny, because I think I mentioned it once. Because I had a couple of people approach me. They want to send me a radio, but they wanted me to buy it. I said, I'm not buying no radio. I said, it sounds like a scam. So finally, he told me to no. He said, just write to them, and sometimes they'll just send you. And Radio was the first one to reach out to me. Radio. They said, we want to send you a radio for you to review. I said, yeah, send it to me. Why not? So I said, I had to reach out to them first. Because I already owned the D808 and the R108. And I told him, I said, listen, I like your products. I always talk, I speak highly about them. Is there any way, I could review your new radio coming up? And they said, yeah, sure. And they sent me the radio. And that's how I started my relationship with them. You understand? Then they came out with the WB. They sent it to me. They said, would you like to try? I said, yeah, absolutely. And then the DA said the same thing. They said, yeah, we would like you to test. I said, yeah, send it. That's fine. So they sent it to me. And even if the radio was, like, for example, the D109, I'm not crazy about that radio and because it's very, but I didn't totally, like, put it under the, I didn't do like some other channel. He threw in a bucket of water. I didn't do something like that. I put you say what you agree with, what you don't agree with, and things like that. You gotta, if they providing you the radio, whatever, don't be a total, don't be a dick about it. In other words, even if you like radio, I wasn't crazy. I wasn't thrilled about the I gave it a very honest review, but I wasn't gonna be a dick about it either. So I told him, I said, I like this and this about the radio, but unfortunately, this part of the radio is not good. That's it. That was the truth. I still use them. I have a radio in the boiler room and I use it every day. But I only use it to listen to WABC, my AM band, and it works well on FM too. But I wouldn't use it for shortwave. No way. I can't use it for shortwave. But I can use it for AM, for medium wave, and FM. It works fine. FM, it works pretty good. It's actually very sensitive on FM. That radio, the T26. And it sounds good, but there's issues with it. And I made it clear on the video. And they reached out to me. They said, we are aware that there are issues with it. We're going to try to improve on it. And when we improve that radio, we're going to make a newer model and we're going to send you that radio. I said, yeah, send it to me. So, and that's what, as you build your channel, you're going to have that too, yeah. Well, emergency radio, that's what it is for emergency radio. If you start putting bandwidth filters on that, then now it's a full-blown radio. It's a regular, So I understand why there's no bandwidth filters on that. I mean, I still say the price is very good on that radio. $37, you know, that's going to be the regular price for it. $37. That's a really good price. 36 is here, $36.90. Anyway, $37. That's still a very good price for this radio. For emergency radio for this type. Because I said it on that Walmart video on my radio channel, because we're on the tech channel. On my radio channel, when I talked about Walmart, that they had to compare this to the Midland ER210, or they had the ER50. This radio blows away that radio, and that radio is $44.98. This is $37 regular price. It's on sale for $28.99. This radio blows away that radio, and that radio is $44 and change. All right, and that radio doesn't even have shortwave. This has shortwave. That's only AM, FM, and weather band. Okay, this is shortwave, AM, FM, and weather band. And MP3, it has Bluetooth, MP3 player. Okay, it has MP3 player, so you can put the SD card, the micro SD card, or USB thumb. You know, this one blows away that Midland radio. It's not even close. Yeah, and I like the solar panel thing. You can move it. That's a nice feature too. And also the other side is a light. It's a light. You got the flashlight there. You got a flashlight here. You got this flashlight, but you also have this light. This is a light. All right? So, see? Light. It's a lamp. And it's three. You can make it brighter and then brighter. See? So that's a good thing about that. And then you have this flashlight. So this blows away that Midland radio. So, you know, I did on my short video. I was talking about that. I said that this radio blow away that radio. And our radio was in Walmart. 44 and change. 2 hours and 57 minutes in the books, baby. Wow. Wow, it's 10 o'clock. Wow, 10:06. Wow. Yeah, I did a lot of work today. That's it for me for today. Tonight, excuse me. I did a lot of. I gotta clear out that area, but I'll do that. I'll do some later on. I'm gonna stay up late anyway. So, yeah, I'm gonna wait till it hits 3 hours. Anyway, I'm gonna wrap it up. 3 hours is gonna be enough for this stream for tonight. Then tomorrow, Saturday, I'm not live streaming on the radio channel. Saturday, I'm gonna do that. So Sunday, I'm gonna be on the radio channel. On Sunday, around 4 p.m. Eastern, I will do live stream there because I want to do the Super Bowl extravaganza. Super Bowl extravaganza. So 4 p.m. Eastern. If I'm a little late, it'll be 5 p.m. 5 p.m. Eastern. Because I know that one is going to be at least, 4 hours. That one is going to be at least a 4 hour or not a 5 hour stream. So I got to plan it accordingly. So I may wait till 5 o'clock to stream because, it's going to, the game, because the game, the halftime show, is like 4 hours. It'll be around like this, 10 o'clock. When this Super Bowl finishes, it'll probably finish around. Unless they go into overtime. Because it's going to be a good game. I think it's going to be a good game because both good teams. I think it's going to be a close game. So, yeah. So anyway, I'm going to sign off now. I'm waiting till the I got a few more seconds before it hits 3 hours. So I'm going to make it official. So yeah. So next video. So I hear the next video is going to be probably me putting the RAM on the other server first. But I got to find a place for this. Come on. I got 10 more seconds here for the official time. So thank you, Tasso, for being in the chat. And thank you for whoever else is watching. Thank you. And I'll see you on the next one. Let me take off my latex. All right. So there you go. 3 hours in the books. So I'll see you. I'll see you on Sunday on the radio channel. And anybody else? I have other channels. You can go to my channel list. I have a retro gaming channel. Excuse me. I have a retro gaming channel. I have a real fan channel that I'm a real fan also. I have a Danny Finance channel where I talk about stocks and crypto and all that. I have a channel for that. Danny's Dumpster Dive. I have a whole bunch of channels. And of course, this is my tech channel. Of course, not much tech going on except for taking the stuff out of here because I'm remodeling this basement. So everybody, thank you for watching. I'll see you on the next one. Take care. Bye-bye. See you soon.